Hey, 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 hey. Hey, family, friends, and foes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm here. I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm going live. It's Sunday, July 16th. I've been in the building all day. It's hot, though. Y'all hear that music in the back? I'm about to cut that out right now because I can't have that in there. I know it's wrong. Hey, I lost. Hey, 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 hey. Let me Hey, family, friends, and foes. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? It's hot. I got the AC on. I still be hot. I don't. It's just always hot, 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 hot. I'm here. I'm in the building. In the building. In the building. It's Sunday. It's Sunday, family, friends, and foes. I've been here for the last couple of days by myself. I ain't had no visitors, no nothing. I see my visitors down there. Um, had a good week. A lot of stuff been going on. Definitely had a good week. Definitely had a good week. Last time I talked to y'all too, it was good. It was still good. It was not nothing out of the regular, whatever. I'm talking about my sweat. I'm always sweating. It's just something. I don't know. I've been a sweater all my life. I'm 50. I've been sweating all my life. Before. Since before. I'm trying to make sure I got a good. Y'all know I told you I'm gonna get this one day. It's gonna be all good one day. Y'all come in here, I'm like, she got it together. She ain't touching the cameras no more. Yeah. Um, yeah. Family, friends, and foes. Foes, friends, and family. This is episode 8. And my little icebreaker. I just wanted to talk about back in the days when we was little. Remember? We played all those games, tag, horsey, run, catch, and kiss, tap, tap the can. That's when you took the can and you tap, tap, tap when you saw somebody. Yep, tap, 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 tap. I see you, boo. Yes, yes. We played those games. What else? We played hide and seek, horsey, scalesies in the top. We used to get any soda top we had and put some wax in it or some gum in it, anything that can smooth it out and rub it on the ground so we can have a clear shot when we plucked it to number 1, 2, 3, 4, middle box. Yeah, those were the days. Those were the days. Yes, yes, yes. I don't see nobody playing those games anymore. The kids now, only thing that's being played is basketball. They want everybody to be a basketball player, a football player, a football star. Nothing else. Don't see them doing nothing else. Nothing else. Those games played a big part of my life. I don't know. We played card games back then, but it wasn't. I didn't. I wasn't into card games little. So I started playing. Like I literally started playing Uno. Honestly, transparency. When moved down to Georgia, and I moved down to Georgia and started working at the mental health hospital with the kids. Sweating. Like I said, the AC is on. I'm about to get the fan. I don't want to go get the fan on y'all real quick. And I told you I'm doing this by myself. I ain't doing it with nobody. But yeah, the first time I played Uno was down here in Georgia with the kids in the mental health hospital. Yep. I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. I've been here all day. I've been here since not all day. I've been here since 2 o'clock. I came, I left because I'm trying on Sundays. Icebreaker. And just keep on it out. This icebreaker. I ain't get into what I'm gonna talk about yet. So I'm trying not to come over here when the church, because my building is connected to a church, and I'm trying not to come here when they here because my music is secular and their music is holier than thou. Yep, I'm gonna tell you about them too. So I don't be want to come here when they hear, because I'm gonna pump my music, because at the end of the day, I'm not into church. I've never been into church. I don't care for it. It's not my thing. I told you, Marion used to switch religions back then. She used to go from being a Buddhist to Jehovah to Christian, Baptist. She was at the white church, all the churches. She was confusing. She tried to really confuse us. That was a part of her game plan too, and it didn't work. I'm like, on Easter, you gotta go get your hair done and wear your patent leather shoes and wear a dress and I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why that's happening. I didn't yawn all day until I get over here with you guys and I'm talking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, family, friends, and foes. Um, yeah, so church, so that's why I'm trying to change. I changed my time up from coming in day early on Sundays. I'm really trying to like push it because on Sundays, again, I'm gonna be moving a little later coming in here. So I got down in my little sign. I'm getting my little stuff together. I got little plants outside. I got my little sign out there saying when I'm gonna be here, when I'm gonna be here, and when I'm not gonna be here. Um, So I'm gonna be coming in on Sundays because we're gonna start the showcase and I want to start it in August, but I'm trying to turn man, your girl is doing a lot of things and I'm trying to do a lot of things by myself. I'm trying to find a team. It's like it's like hard, like, and then I'm about to do something else. It's like I don't even got a team like to. I'm trying, like people want to work. I got one person that's on my team, like really, like she'll come through or whatever, but I don't know. She the only one, really. Then I'm trying to put some other people in place and for the team, and it's just a lot. And I want people that's gonna be just as thorough as I am that really want it. Like, I don't really want nothing for free. I never want nothing for free. I pay my way as I go in life. You know what I'm saying? I don't be trying to get nothing for free, and I don't want nobody to never think I'm a freeloader ever, 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 ever. Let me give a clap up for not being a freeloader. Not your girl. Nah, it's hard for me to even ask people for stuff. Like I got I got a guy on my team now that's really like on the team. I got a couple people on my team that's on the team, but that's just for Major Greatness for my nonprofit. This is Major Greatness Productions. Like that part, I'm trying to get a team for that too because we still didn't have no showcase over here. We haven't everything is for the morning time, Major Greatness and stuff like that, but not Major Greatness Productions. The evening, we had one, which for the event. We had an event with the young ladies, beautiful, I love them. So that being said, so I'm changing my time. It's going to be 6, anywhere from 3 to 9. It's going to be. I'm going to be here in this building, and that's because on Sundays it's going to be the showcase. Everybody come home from church. Hopefully, people come in and they'll sign up for it because you got to sign up. You just can't come to the door and pay $15. You got to sign up. You got to register and all that to come in here to showcase your. I'm trying to get big. I'm trying to be like Tyler Perry, but I know it takes time. It took him time too, but I know my time is pushing. No better time than late, right? So yeah. What else I want to say? The games. I didn't see. You don't see people playing those games. Play Uno with them kids in the hospital. I didn't know a lot of card games existed. Tonk, all of those games I didn't even know. I want to say this too. Growing up, knowing what I know now, I wish I knew then. And that being said, I know I'm progressing in a lot of things that I'm doing in life, and I'm making things happen. I wish I would have started a little bit earlier because and I'm a talker. I could talk to you guys. I could talk to my peoples that's in front of me, but I just had an incident. It's the icebreaker still. I'm talking about it. I had an incident where I got in front of these older people just last week, and forgive me, but I want to curse their motherfucking ass out. I wanted to curse them old motherfuckers out. It was three of them. They were older than me. I'm 50. They were like in their 60s and pushing set. One, they had to been like in their 60s, 65. I want to curse their motherfucking ass out. They tried me. And I reacted a little bit, but I didn't curse. I was trying to keep it professional. And I don't want to be like them when I grow up. Them old people were like, they was like nagging. They trying to tell me what they don't want in the neighborhood. Listen, I pay my motherfucking taxes. I don't bring no problems to this neighborhood. I ain't bringing no danger to this neighborhood. I'm not doing any of that stuff where I live at. I don't, and I don't do it nowhere else. They tried me. They tried your girl. I'll talk about that at another icebreaker. But yeah, it wasn't good at all, you know. And that being said, I just it worked on me. Like I couldn't sleep that night. I'm still like in processing it as I like day to day. Like I got another meeting with these motherfuckers. They gonna be there, and I really like I got now what I want to say. I really processed because I didn't think that I was gonna really have to say anything to them, but apparently I did have to say something to them, and so I know the next one they're gonna ask me, "Did you want to say anything?" I'm gonna say this time I'm not holding back. I'm not gonna curse. I'm gonna be respectful, but I'm gonna let them in a nice, nasty way. Like they tried me. It was like, oh, she's running illegal business. Not in this lifetime. I will never. Yes, in my lifetime before this, yes, I did. I sure did. So I didn't sell crack cocaine to my neighborhood, my black folks, but I was a part of that destruction of my neighborhood. I sure was. Not in this lifetime. I changed that around. You can't get me to do nothing. Y'all heard me say it before. I will do nothing to ever go to jail unless somebody comes in my home and tries to rape me or takes my life. That's the only way. And I might not even go to jail. I might get called down to questioning, but I'm never doing nothing to jeopardize my life. I'm not. I'm not even doing that. I'm not driving fast. I'm not driving where I'm not. I don't have time for that. This is the soft for me. I'm trying, but them old people was they was really trying your girl. They was coming for me, but they got the best of me that first night, and then I just had to process it. Like let it go, let it go. Everybody was like, let it go. You already know what you're doing and how you moving, and you know Supreme is gonna get me by and all of that. But I just wanted to go into episode 8. I think that's how I'm learning this. I'm gonna start going into my episodes by, my icebreaker. And I don't know, y'all guys let me know how it is. Talk about the icebreaker, how I felt through the week or whatever, and then go into my episode. So I just want to say this too. Yesterday, your girl was, I haven't even uploaded pictures from the cookout. We had a couple people, I told y'all in the last one in the icebreaker. We had a couple people that came out. I appreciate whoever came out. That means they support me. Everybody. I was asking people, how many times do you invite somebody to something and they don't come? So somebody's like 3, and that's it. So I maxed out my 3, and I just don't want nobody to think, oh, Gail, she don't invite me to nothing. I be in my own little zone, and I don't, it's not that I don't want to come out. I just don't want to spend no money I ain't got, like on some food that I used to do that. I don't spend my money on the unnecessary stuff no more. Um, yeah, I'm just not. I feel like it's so much stuff to spend your money on just going out to these restaurants, especially if I got to go to the same restaurant that I already eaten at and I didn't like it the first time. I'm not giving nobody a second chance with a restaurant. That's for a fact. After one time, I ain't going back. Um, what else is my icebreaker? Oh, I made some organic spaghetti today. Today's Sunday. I said I'm gonna go to the supermarket. Went to the supermarket. I already been going to the supermarket. I always go get my healthy stuff that I eat rather. Um, Early in the week, I think I got my fruits, and I think I ate them all. I ate all my watermelon. I think I got a little bit of watermelon I'm gonna eat tonight because I don't eat after 6 o'clock no more. I just don't. I think last week I ate because that was my first meal, and I ate like 7 something. But I don't eat at night no more. Every so often you'll catch me eating because if I didn't eat nothing, I have to throw something in my mouth, and that's inappropriate. But yeah, so I made some some organic spaghetti. It was good. It was good. I don't have to share with nobody. It has protein in it. I put some I took walnuts and pecans. I did that. I did mine like that, and I soaked them in a process for one day, and then I took them out, grinded them down, and cooked them down with the onions, red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers, no green peppers. I really don't like green peppers no more as an adult. People like it. I don't really like green peppers. And I seasoned it up real good and got some tomatoes, some fresh tomatoes, some heirloom tomatoes with the different colors. And I put it all in there, and that joint was missile. And I'm gonna have a couple more meals for the rest of the week. Um, and I was drinking down here today. I normally don't drink down here, but I'm in a good mood. Your girl is feeling good, and I really drink. I watched my show too, Sisters. I binge watched that bad boy, but I started falling asleep last night on the couch, and I watched episode 5 from 10 to 21. I watched till 22 all the way. And Maurice, that's guy, my guy. So yeah, that was my icebreaker. I'm gonna finish with the icebreaker, but I wanted this little going to episode 8. I want to talk about violence. Violence is all I knew growing up, right? Because if anybody's waking you up to beat you or abuse you in any way, that's something that you eternalize in your head, and you like, okay, either in the end goal is once you get out of being a victim of domestic or childhood abuse, things of that nature, you become a aggressor. Did you know? Yeah, you become an aggressor. I became an aggressor. And that's why I'm like, but I still got my sometimes I notice I don't speak up when I want to speak up, when it's like, some things you got to leave, you got to be quiet about, you can't say nothing. I do have those moments, but anyway, um, I do have my moments, and violence is pretty much all I knew growing up. Like in the streets, even coming out my building, we seen the drug dealers beating up people that owe money, or the crackheads that's coming with $5 and $10. They slapping them up, kicking them. You know, you see violence. We throwing bottles at people that's walking by. Like my childhood was crazy. It was fun, but it was crazy, and it was because of how I grew up. And it's sad, but it's my reality. And I don't live in there. I don't live there no more. This is my therapy. You know, I told you the first time I went to therapy, but doing this is definitely my therapy. Just talking about it. I'm leaving diaries of how I grew up and how my life was. This is definitely a diary of my life right here. And this weekend, you know, I'm wondering, like, I didn't watch it. I drove by, I was on Panola almost all day on Saturday this weekend. And I'm referencing my childhood to this young man that lost his life at the IHOP. He was a worker. He worked there. He was 16 and he had a job at the IHOP on Panola Road. He lost his life arguing with somebody that he knew, that knew he worked there. Either they knew he worked there and they came for him because they knew he worked there and he was beefing with them from some street stuff. and they came to his job and they let him up. He made it to the hospital. He died. All you see is I drove by. So I was there on Panola Road early in the morning because I had to. Somebody donated me a refrigerator. I love it. I'm trying to keep track of it right now because it still hasn't reached the temperature that I wanted to reach. Like I plugged it in yesterday and it's cold. I put some sodas and stuff in there, like because before I didn't have it, we was just going to get ice or whatever. So I was on Panola from 6:45 to 7. And I had to go get a U-Haul so we can go pick up the refrigerator that was donated, me and two of my peoples I know. So we go get the no police, no nothing going on over there. Then I had to come back through there and meet with on another project that I'm working on. I had to meet with somebody, and we went over there. I drove by there, and nothing. It was still clear. It was still early in the morning. Only thing was going on was the traffic is backed up because they paving the streets, which is a good thing, right? And from there, I come back from meeting with the person like 12:50 in the afternoon, and I was going the opposite way. I was like, well, no, I got to go back this way. So I did a U-turn, came back that way, and murder was the case that they gave. I said I got to go to Lowe's because I'm trying to get some vinyl tape to put. I'm gonna bubble wrap my refrigerator. I'm not gonna leave it as white. I like white, but I'm just gonna give it some pizzazz because that's what I like to do, right? Your girl be hot for no reason, and the AC is pumping. I can feel it. So I drive by, so I go to Lowe's, and I'm driving by Lowe's, all the duct tape, all that, all the people out there. Young boy was murdered. Young boy was murdered, lost his life at work for something that could have been simply a conversation. Now, that being said, you know how many times I went upside somebody's head growing up? Like literally, I fought a lot of people that I don't even know, too. I fought a lot of people in the streets. A lot of my stuff could have been easily a conversation I could have been had. And I speak that now that a conversation could have been had then too, when I was fighting people in the street and being aggressive and stuff like that. When my friends had problems, I'm stepping up in the front line like, what y'all want to do? Y'all not doing nothing to my peoples. And what? Or people would just hide. They wouldn't come outside and stuff like that. But early on, that's when I got older because I was I got teased and picked on and all of that growing up, right? And being that those things happened to me, I became an aggressive. Again, I became an aggressor. I would pick fights. I would fight. I would just do what I had to do. And I'm wondering, like now, everything is, if I see some, hey, come on, just have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. What could be possibly, if I see somebody having a disagreement or something, like, is it really that serious? You got to go kill somebody? Now, only time, I'm going to honestly say this, only time I think a person's supposed to be erased off earth is if you coming in somebody's house without their knowledge and you trying to rape them and do harm to them, threatening them or trying to kill them, then you need to be erased off the earth. That's in that part. And if you out there killing elderly people and kids, you need to go. And I stand on that, and I'm going to stand on that. Anything else? No. You killing kids, you killing elderly, you trying to go in people's homes, raping them and killing them and robbing them and taking their life. That's when you need to lose your life too, right? That's it. So now that being said, I've seen a lot of people sprawled out on the street dead. I've watched people get murdered in my neighborhood growing up. I've seen it murdered, like boo, dead, never coming back. Seen the people that's done it. Went up the river. I know a lot of people that went up the river that got 65 years plus life, was hit with life sentences for murders. They were menaces to society. Yes, I know a lot of them. I hung out with them. I was around these brothers. And these kids that got killed, the kid that got killed, the whole thing about it, now they're catching them so quickly They're not even giving them a chance to, you can't even run nowhere no more. You can't go to nobody's house, somebody find out, oh no, you can't stay here. But then you got those parents that's harboring, or those family members that's harboring. See, them white people, back in the days, they used to send their kids out of the country. Yes, they used to send their kids out of the country when it was situations or whatever the case may be, because they had money. They put them on a flight. You ain't never heard from them again. And then a lot of them are getting caught. Now, because all the new technology, they're finding people that, let's give it up for technology. Let's give it a clap for that. The new technology, they catching people. They just solved the murder from over 30, 40 years ago. Loving it, loving it, loving it. I think they killed a couple of people. They just caught a guy that was just in Brooklyn or something like that, menacing the whole neighborhood, going around shooting people, shot 2 people and killed them for no reason. He's a dick. He's a dick. Let's give him a slap. Slap. Like, but you know what? Let me give me a slap too. I gotta get my slap for my younger self because I did dumb shit. We went around having fights with people in neighborhoods. We beat up people that didn't deserve to get beat up. Yeah, I can think about that. Let me give myself another slap. Yeah. It's crazy, young boy. So I'm, and you know, and he's not the only one that just got killed this week. Another guy got killed down the block in a development that just was built within a year ago. Browns Mill, Browns Mill and Klondike Road. And that's not a subdivision, but that's a plaza, liquor store, gas station. And it's like, that's another thing. A lot of people getting killed in the gas stations. See, when I grew up, you know what? Where was the gas stations at? Now that I'm thinking about, we had small gas stations, but we didn't have big gas stations, like the big gas stations in New York. We didn't have big gas stations. We had some. We have not, but it wasn't killing people at the gas stations. I remember my friend Betty got shot when we were smaller. We was teenagers. I wasn't there when she got shot. You know what? I was there when she got shot. We would go hang off 145th Street off the bridge. We would go hang out with our peoples, these young boys that we met, and we would go to their house and all of that and hang out, the neighborhood and hang out. Betty was messing with one of them. I think we all will mess with somebody in the neighborhood. I don't think I was messing with somebody. Somebody liked me, but I wasn't fucking back then. I wasn't fucking when I was, y'all know when I started having sex? When I got into Taft High School. I got into Taft High School. I had a boyfriend, and his penis, my first boyfriend, his penis was too big. I'm throwing it out there. It's the transparency. So we couldn't have sex because his penis wouldn't fit in my vagina. I didn't have sex. But I also, my first time I had sex is when I became a high schooler. Yep. And you know, Mary used to be like, oh, you out there fucking and sucking these niggas? I didn't even put a dick in my mouth until I had to been into my 20s. The transparency of it all. Yep. I didn't put a dick in my mouth until I was in my 20s. I don't know about other people, but I didn't. I didn't know how to suck dick. I did not even know about penis, but we're not gonna talk about sex right now. But the transparency of it all. Yeah, my friend Betty got shot in an apartment. She went to the hospital. She was in the hospital for a while. The bullet is still in her because it travels. A 22. She got shot with 22. They playing with a gun in the house. She never told on nobody. Nobody got in trouble for that. So that was a good thing. Was it? Now, had she died, that probably would have been a different story. Back then, I don't know. They wasn't as thorough as like now. They changed the laws. Like you get shot, they all on you. You cannot not say. They're gonna figure it out. Like I know somebody that I know that's close to me, their friend got shot and he got shot 10 times. And the shooter, they caught the shooter, and the shooter was like, he was threatening me. So I just shot. So he overkilled. So they thinking the guy that shot him 10 times is gonna get out. He is gonna get out. Because if you fucking with people, you can't fuck with people, right? You just can't. You can't mess with people. You gotta, I'm just saying, maybe it could have been a time when I was younger. Somebody could have killed me. I could have got stabbed. All the stuff that I did, I think about it. I could have got stabbed, shot, raped. None of those things happened to me. Let's put a clap for that. I didn't I don't know what's going on today with my camera and everything. Like I should have had. It's like everything over there is not over here. But yeah, none of those things happened to me when I was a kid. Um, Now, I was curious a lot of times, and there was one time where um, I was gonna walk with a man somewhere just to get some snacks from the store, and I had to stop myself. I even stopped myself, but somebody called my name, and that's what prevented me from going off with him because I could have got raped. Sure could have. And that's just me being a little kid and being curious. I had to been like 7, 8 years old. Yeah, I could have walked off with him, and that could have been me. They could have found me in a building or on a roof. I didn't know. And it's so not funny, but Marion never taught me not to go with strangers. Ain't that something? Never taught me that. Nobody never taught me that. Mm-mm. I taught my kids that. I did. I taught them that. Yep, 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 yep. But I ain't gonna hold y'all today. I just wanted to say violence, abuse, domestic, being aggressive. It's not for the weak, and you gotta do the right thing in life. You can't. Again, this is my therapy right now. This is my transparent moments. These are my, don't judge me. You know, hopefully one day my kids will probably take this offline and put it on some tapes and save them for me. I should be saving all my joints myself and putting them on, like stacking them up like a real professional. But again, I'm doing this shit by myself, and I like what I'm doing. I like my life. I like that I have a building. I like that I'm not. I'm in a good space in life, and I wish I had some views up here, but I ain't got no views. But I know somebody's watching because when I do click off, it's always somebody going in there, 1 or 2 people, 3 people watching or whatever. And I really appreciate those people that be watching me because I think one day I am going to be big. Let me give me a clap for me being big one day. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I will be big. Yeah, I want y'all to follow me. Follow me at major_greatness_2023. Also, follow me at www.majorgreatness.org. And yeah, episode 8 was easy. Again, I was supposed to be doing Fridays and Sundays, and today's Sunday. And I was here Friday. I could have did Friday, but I don't know. Like sometimes when I be having my little time, like I really care that I'm off and I'm not in a car. I'm really taking time for myself these days, like because I was like working hard. Like I'm like I don't care. You don't even have to work that hard no more. You really don't. Like I really don't. I don't have to work that hard, and things is coming around, and I have to relax. And I feel like my um my productivity is I have to learn how to, like I sat on the couch for a couple hours last night. Like I told you, I watched my shows or whatever and laughed or whatever. And I like those moments when I'm just into me and into myself. I'm not really a pick up the phone and call nobody. I'll call some people and speak with them. Like I told y'all, I talk to a lot of people that I already know. I don't be really, I really have to get out and do a little bit more, which I do, but I got to do so much on this end. Like I got to do what's important over here. And then I'm trying to do, I'm multitasking like a motherfucker. Like, let me give a clap for multitasking. Because it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. You got to know how to move around and do some stuff, right? So like, this is 34 minutes out of my life that I'm doing this right here. And I like it. I like what I'm doing. And My life is good. Like I'm getting ready to break into somebody some bad news, but I gotta move on. Like I feel like I can't spare nobody's feelings because nobody's sparing mine, and I'm putting in all the work, 100%. Like I was about to say no days off, but I do have some days off, but I'm doing all the work. I don't even want nobody to do no work for me, but my employees, when I get my employees, and that's it. I'll pay them to do the work. And I'm gonna be one of the. I gotta count myself in the mix too. So I'm changing up some things. Like today, like I said, when I had a good day, I had a good day. I finished up my policies and procedures. I did that. Labeling my books. Got my preparedness and disaster books ready. I'm just getting ready for another chapter to, you know, bring in some income, and it's coming. It's working. It's working for me. It's working. Um, Thank you, friends and family and foes, friends and family. I really appreciate, your stopping by and checking me out for this short episode 8. Over and out.